Good evening, you guys. I just made it back to Arizona. I drove through the rain. It is raining in California. It is winter out there, and what winter in California looks like is lots of rain and really, really green hills that turn yellow when they blossom. Anyways, that's not the conversation I wanted to bring to you. I just drove 6 hours through the mountains and the sun, and the quote, it's a meme somewhere in the world, and I don't know where this quote came from, but I heard it and I have repeated it as often as I can, and it like plopped down on my head today, and I wanted to share about it and bring it as a Wisdom Wednesday topic, because the quote is, what you see in the caption is, the same water that hardens the egg softens the potato. The same boiling water, right? And said one other way, which I really love, is two people walking down the street, same time, same place, or like going through the same day, could experience that day vastly different. Ooh, one other way is that two siblings, let's use twins for the clarity, two twins could grow up in the same home, same pretty much everything given. Let's just play with the fact that they grew up identical, and got everything the same. Would still have a vastly different experience of life. And that's so important. Like, I'm making it important. But if you could lock that in and use it to your advantage, or use it for your life and for clarity, to really understand that people aren't going to see your way or your view all the time. You're not going to see everyone else's way or view all the time. And I love also the quote that your vibe attracts your tribe. You are the one who gets to see the sunny side or the rainy side. So you get to, like Louise Hay says it, I'm full of quotes today. I'm just going to let it roll. But Louise Hay says in her book, You Can Heal Your Life, she says, it could be raining, and instead of saying, oh, what a lousy day, it's not lousy, it's wet. It's wet out. It's not good or bad or right or wrong. It's just something. And so your perception of reality creates your reality. That's why the same water that hardens an egg softens a potato. It has a different effect. Death can soften your heart, open it, wake you up, or it can harden your heart and make you sad and frustrated and angry and question. Divorce could, like I just spoke about a lot of this in my interview today with Shannon D. Hughes on Voice America on The Movement. We were talking about divorce, and that you could be grateful and you could see that there's so much to learn from the experience of a breakup or divorce, or it can stop you in your progression and it can keep you resentful and angry. So everything can go both ways, and everything can go both ways for you. There is light and there is dark available at all times. There is unwanted and wanted available at all times. Your vibration, your perception is what has it go different. Not different, has it perpetuate. So I want you to think about this in your life. When you're having a bad day, how much more evidence comes flying at you to prove it's a bad day? Or you can get responsible for your point of attraction, which may be like, me, and you say, nope, today's not going to go this way. I'm not going to have today go this way. And you choose to shift, and you say, that's a great reason that happened. I'm so happy about this traffic. I clearly didn't need to be up there right now. Like I invite you to play games with that and to shift your perspective. I love asking the question when I'm really frustrated and I catch myself being really frustrated. I say, what is there for me to learn right now? I'm clearly, strongly being delivered a message. What is it? And I shift from angry, annoyed, sad, victim to curiosity. That's the only shift that I intentionally make to start. Because you, like, to go from anger to joy immediately, or frustration to appreciation immediately, it's a pretty big jump. And that's why we get more frustrated. It perpetuates the upset to not be able to make that leap from dark to light, or from negative to positive. Because sometimes bridging the gap is necessary. Climbing a vibrational energy ladder is very necessary. And so to just catch yourself and become curious is a new vibrational energy. Let me pause here. Let me be observant. Let me look and not know. Let me discover and not have the answer, or choose the way that it's going to go. Let me just look and see and discover and become curious and maybe find something. Let me follow the breadcrumbs. Let me look beyond that. Let me then add a little bit of a positive spin to it. Let me see the sunny side of this. And before you know it, you're climbing into a new reality. And it's available. It's available. And what I caught myself wanting to say is it's available at all times. We often think that we must leave or move or run or whatever, but it's on you and your capacity to maintain a vibration. So that, what I mean by that is, if the world can throw a punch and it knocks you off your rocker, then that just proves to you you've got your own inner work to do to be able to maintain your positivity and maintain your outlook and your commitment to an abundant life and a prosperous life, and choosing that all is well and you are perfect, whole, and complete. That's a choice. And it's always available, even in a goofy circumstance. But that requires that you can maintain your vibrational level. And when you can't, is a great time to take a step back and get back into curiosity. Or maybe you do need to separate yourself. There's plenty of conversations I'm like, I'm not going to say anything that contributes right now. I got to back it up. And I'll come back to this from power, and not from dominance, but from power of self. Like, where what you're doing and saying and the way that you're being empowers you and the other person, or empowers you and the circumstance, empowers you and your job and your children and your spouse, and like all of it. You're the one all the time. Even when others aren't, you don't feel like others are meeting you halfway. It's because you're 100% responsible for making sure that you are known and felt and understood and clear, and that you get that they get you, and that you can stand in your grace and your power when you feel misunderstood. And now, back to being able to stand on the same street and see, or like, let's say, look at this picture. We could stand here, 5 of us, and see, like, actually all of you on here, right? Or watching it, you see something. I sit on my couch over there and I stare at this thing and I see peace and I see serenity and I see blossoming. Oh, I'm looking at it now. I'm just having an affair with it. And you may see something different. You see a flower. Right? Or I think that's a mandala. I'm not going to even go. See, it's all perception. However, we can see everything differently. We hear words differently. 15 of you are going to hear this message and hear something different. It depends on what vibrational level you are. That creates your listening and your perception. And so get responsible for your perception, because what's already here is a manifestation of what you thought then. That's done. That's over with. It showed up. Now what will you do with it? And how will you think going forward? Because what you're thinking is creating over there. But what's here now is thoughts from over there. And so you can choose. I love this. I enjoy that. This satisfies me. This brings me happiness. Or you can say, that's an unwanted thing. I manifested that from anger. You can say that. And it doesn't even have to mean anything. There's so much freedom. There's so much freedom available in a powerful mindset and in maintaining a high vibration. I love you. It's available now. I invite you to take whatever you heard from this message and go apply it. Go count your blessings. Count your blessings. I love you.